Hello, everyone. My name is Nicholas, and today's speech is on paranoia. Imagine where almost every day you feel as if you can't trust anyone, or just anyone around you, or even yourself. You tend to always just look over your shoulder, for in your mind, of course, and you tend to exclude yourself. I felt that experience. I've also included myself. To always feel like you're in danger, just mentally. It messes with your mental stability and question and affects your daily social life. And according to Recovery Village, to them, there's around 4.5% of people in the US that have paranoid personality disorder, paranoia. And with that disorder, there's about 14 million here in the US with that. And today we're going to discuss what paranoia is and learn about it. We will be discussing what it is, the effects, and the treatment. First, let's talk about what paranoia is. Paranoia involves your distrust in people. You see them as very suspicious with no motives at all. You feel as you can never share information. You can see it always as a negative view, never as like you can see it as a positive. You hold grudges more, and let's say someone is giving you advice about something. Let's say I do bad on a speech. I don't do good on a speech. Someone gives me advice. I'm not going to take it easily, something like that. For example, it can be criticizable, but you don't feel as it to take you take it to the heart too much. Paranoia can originate from trauma like bullying, victimization, stress, even from your personal life can affect you, genetics, your own environment, especially people being isolated growing up or currently in the moment. Uh, to me, bullying can play a huge role with paranoia because again, you lose trust in people when you start to question others and avoid them. Now that we've passed that, let's explore its effects. There are two effects, mental and social, and paranoia can create major anxiety in your thoughts about others. It can make yourself feel isolated, detached from people. It can also create depression and other mental illnesses. It can always make you feel hostile, even though there's no hostility around them. Constantly feeling mistrust, misunderstood, and so confused on who they can be comfortable with. Relationships come into effect because again, you have relationships with your families, your friends, and you tend to not trust them as much, and even yourself. And you're in constant hostility towards everyone, unable to get close to them in a personal sense. A good example of this is, let's say if a friend or family member and yourself struggles to have a close relationship with anyone, feeling as if you can't share personal closeness or information, and you feel like they're going to use it against you in a negative way later on or at the moment. And you just lower your trust every time. And with that being the effects, let's talk about how we could like treat it. There are good ways to treat paranoia, and to do that, you have to build habits for yourself. Let's say staying busy, go outside, get stuff off your mind, build habits to help you relax. Reach out for support like therapy, friends, family to help express those thoughts in your head. In therapy, you can express how you feel, really say whatever it is making you feel paranoid towards a person or towards anyone in your life that's making you struggle. And it will help you not feel so isolated with yourself. Try to understand it, try to cope with it, be mindful of it, and be meditative. Spend your time outdoors, sleep more to feel less stress. Write about your thoughts as well. Always say and write your thoughts. Help suppress or cope with the feeling of being paranoid of those around you. Never feel as if is never feel as if someone isn't listening, because if so, resort to writing about it. Me personally, I love to write in my journal or diary, whatever you may call it, to say all my thoughts in many ways, be creative so that you understand what is it creating this mistrust, and always look over your shoulder. Being creative is also a good thing because it helps you think. Like, let's say you want to write about your day in a rhyme, or you want to write about just something in a creative way, in some kind of poetry or something, or like let's say you make it into a book one day, become a writer and write about your life. It can all start from that. And also question your thoughts. Make questions for the questions you have. Make questions for the answers you have. Always question yourself, but don't question yourself so much to the point where it's gonna hurt you. Just try to make the truth and what it is, and don't lie to yourself and constantly see everything in a negative sense. And today we learned about paranoia, and we talked about what paranoia is, how the effects is, and how they treat it. And like I said, 4.5% of American citizens have paranoia in the United States, which is around 14 million people, and that's a lot to say. And when I always had these negative thoughts and mistrust towards people, I never understood it. But really looking into paranoia now, I know I should have a long time ago to really understand why I feel this way or why many feel this way, and I see it. Mentally and socially, there are always questions. It just takes realization and great understanding for people to really feel better. Thank you for listening, and this is my speech on paranoia.